Good evening. Hi, everybody. How are you? Just going to wait a few moments for some people to show up live. I had quite a few people register for tonight's event, so I want to give them the opportunity to be here live. Really looking forward to tonight's live. This is an absolutely beautiful event. And if you just so happen to be scrolling through TikTok right now and you're coming across this live, please stop. Please stop and listen for a minute, because I promise you what we're going to be doing here tonight is going to be one of the most amazing things you've seen. Hi, good evening. One of the most amazing things you've taken part of. And we all have things in our life that we want to heal from. We all have physical pain, mental pain, spiritual pain, and we all are looking for a true way to heal. And I did this maybe about 4 months ago here on TikTok, and it was absolutely fantastic. And I want to do it again because my page has grown since then, and there's a lot of new friends out there. I know you can hear the heater in the background right now. It's really cold in my cottage right now. But before we do the healing itself, I will turn that off so it's nice and quiet. Thank you so much for the love. I love seeing the hearts. But really, I'm just going to give it another minute or two just for some more people to show up and take part in this live. Hey there, how are you? Hello from Connecticut. And, as I was just saying, if you're coming across this spontaneously on your page, you might want to stop right now, because all of us have things in our hearts and in our minds that hold us back, hold us down. These are events and actions and experiences that have caused pain and trauma in our lives. And so many of us continuously look for a way to heal ourselves. We seek therapy, we talk to doctors, we take medications. Some people, self-medicate, and most of us just go through life with it. Most of us go through life carrying our hurt and pain with us. And what happens is, when we have this hurt and pain with us, all of a sudden things trigger it. We can have lots of triggers. It could be the things that people say, the way they act. It could be colors. It could be things that we're not even consciously aware of that trigger that emotional response to come back and remind us constantly of that hurt and pain. And also what it does is, when we look at our lives going forward, instead of being optimistic and open and grateful, we're afraid, we're anxious, we are distrustful, we feel very alone and isolated, and we feel like nobody understands us. And many times when we get to that point where we just feel so negative about everything that happened in our life, we oftentimes try to express this to people, and we actually get responses like, well, that's not how you really feel. That's not what you mean. How can anybody ever even say something like that to you, right? So self-healing, I have to tell you, self-healing is absolutely real. Now, as I mentioned earlier, good evening. As I mentioned earlier, this goes beyond just the heart and mind. This is physical as well. And not to talk long about this, but I can give you, for example, and I understand, I fully understand, there are certain things in our life that they get to a point, we can become so sick that we get to a point where we personally cannot take care of ourselves, and we do need medical help and things like that. It does happen, of course. But in the case of a physical pain, I live with 2 complete cervical ruptures. Neurosurgeon was like, we need to fuse from C4 all the way down to C7, because between C7 and C6, which is right at the base, right here, right above T1, I have a complete rupture. And C4 and 5, right here, which is at the throat, I have another complete rupture. And when you look at my MRI, which is on my Instagram page actually, when you look at it, you can see at the time, if this was my spinal cord, my disc was pushing right into the spinal cord, causing all sorts of pain. They wanted to open up my throat, cut me open here, move my throat out of the way, go in there, open up into my spine, and fuse it. And I said, absolutely not. One, because the technology is changing, the medical technology is changing, and I know that something is going to come right around the corner that will be a lot better. And lo and behold, They now can literally change your disc. They now can absolutely replace the disc between the vertebrae without having to fuse you, and it's the most amazing thing. So I didn't do this because I also believed in self-healing, that if I ate right, if I ate an overload of micro and macronutrients, if I overloaded my body with every single thing that it could possibly need and then some, it's got to help, right? And it did. It did. And then I also researched, because I'm a huge advocate of chiropractors. I saw one for a back injury when I was younger, saved my life. I looked into chiropractors who are neck specialists. And there are chiropractors who go to their 4 years of chiropractic school, then they go to 2 years extra just for the cervical spine and the neck. And I see a guy every so often in Connecticut. I did initially see him 3 times a week for quite some time. And what we're doing is constantly putting it in line and adjustment until the muscle and scar tissue now heals, holding things in a better position. And here I am today, full mobility, no ruptures. And it's really, all to what I've done for myself and what I allowed to happen. Now, as I mentioned, of course, there are things that exceed that. But what we all want to do, what we really want to heal, are those moments of abuse, whether it's from our parents, whether it was a relationship, whether it was mental abuse, or it was absolute physical, violent abuse. We also want to forgive ourselves for the mistakes that we've made. We're not only hurt, we don't only get hurt, we hurt other people. We deceive other people, we betray other people, we lie to other people, we manipulate other people. We do all of these things. So really, we want to free our minds and hearts of all of that pain. We want to forgive ourselves. We want to forgive every single person who has ever hurt us, no matter how bad they've hurt us, no matter how bad they've wronged us. We want to forgive them because we don't want to carry that hurt, that pain. Because hurt and pain translates into hate and fear. When you're hurt and in pain, you react with hate and fear to the world around you, and we don't want that. So we want to truly, truly, truly heal ourselves. Now the first part is, I'm going to wrap myself because it really is super cold here tonight. Excuse me. The first thing... Excuse me, apologies. The first thing you have to do if you want to heal yourself and you want to take part in self-healing, the first thing you have to do, and the most important ingredient of all, is your belief. You have to believe in yourself. And for many of you, if you can believe in crystals and Reiki and sage and Christianity and Catholicism and all of these religions and your political party and all of these things, your preacher, your president, whatever it is, you most certainly better be able to find a way to believe in yourself. Because that's the problem right off the bat. You're putting your faith, your inner faith and inner strength into every single thing in the exterior world rather than into yourself. So the first thing you've got to be able to do is believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, and that's where it starts. And as I mentioned, our past, when we look behind us, first of all, feel good. You're here right now. You've made it this far in your life. You've gone through and endured so much pain, so much hurt, and you're still here and you still have hope in your heart. That's amazing. I'm going to show you how to heal your past, all of the bad things that have happened, you have experienced. I'm going to show you how to heal the present moments of your life, and I'm even going to show you how to heal your future. Why? Your consciousness, your energy, your true energy exceeds time. Your birth and death to it are all one thing. And believe it or not, right now, when you close your eyes and you go back to your childhood and you see yourself and you're reliving those moments, if you remember back when you were a child, you used to have something inside, this intuitive knowing, this thing that was guiding you forward. That was you today. just as the future version of yourself is inside you, connecting with the present mind. So rather than projecting fear and anxiety into our future and colliding with that beautiful insight and wisdom and guidance we're going to be receiving, we want to open that up. We want to project gratitude and love and an open heart of trust, so all of that comes pouring in, right? Exactly. Thank you. So what I just think of what I said first of all, conscious time travel, conscious time travel. If we're sitting here right now, think of how many times you do this. You're sitting in your car, you're sitting in your house, something triggers it or it doesn't, and all of a sudden you're thinking back to a really bad moment of your life. She did this, he did this, I did that, why did this happen? Whatever the case may be, you think about it. All of a sudden you're thinking about it, you're thinking about the things that they said to you, the things that were said, the things that were done, how they treated you, all of that, and you can feel your heart starts to beat faster, you're sweating, you can feel your breath changing. All of a sudden, right now, 20 years, 5 years, 10 years after this event, you have literally taken that energy and transferred it now into your present, current life. All of you do this. You all do this. You let events and actions, experiences of the past dictate your energetic vibrational state in the present moment. Then you react to everyone around you because you've created false expectations based on what you think the world should be, how these people should be acting. Basically, this is just your imagination, and now you're holding people hostage to this, and you're looking at your future with fear and anxiety. Go, okay, so great, Jay, we've got it. We've got it. What do we do? How do we heal it? How do we heal it? So here's what we're going to do tonight. I can't heal every single event of your life. I can't. I could touch my phone. I could hold my phone right now. You could put your hand on the phone, and I can send you love, comfort, strength, protection, healing power. I am there with you. I absolutely love you. I completely do. I know we don't know each other, but we have all been through so much. We all are connected to the one, and we are all trying to find our way home within. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we can walk this earth as one. So please understand, that's all I want. I want every single person to find their truth. What we're going to do tonight is you're going to take one event. One event. One event. You're just going to take one event. Namaste. You're going to take one event from your life. And I'm going to guide you inside, very safe, very protected. Nothing is going to hurt you. Nothing can hurt you. And we are going to go back to that event. But rather than you standing in your skin, rather than being there looking through the eyes of that child or the eyes of that experience, we are going to stand away from it. We are going to observe it safely. And I am going to talk about it. I am going to talk about what you are seeing, how you can perceive this. And once we shift, once we make that shift of perspective, it's done. It's done. Once you embrace that shift, once you hear those words and you go, that's right, this is truth. He's not lying to me. This is the truth. Amen. You are going to say, oh my God, this is it. And then you on your own are going to allow yourself and give yourself that time to sit and do exactly what we're going to do tonight. And you're also going to remember that this is just an event tonight. I usually go live every Monday and Thursday, right here on TikTok at 8 o'clock. I go live, and what I usually do is have my glasses on because I can only see hearts and only certain sentences. I sit here with my glasses on and I read. If you are comfortable sharing what's going on in your life or what happened in your life, I will sit here and talk you through it. And that's what I do on Monday and Thursdays, and I also do it on Instagram on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock in the morning. And that's always New York time, East Coast, United States. I live in Connecticut, but I grew up in Queens, New York, and I now live in Connecticut. So, you all have an event, right? If I said to you right now, I'm going to shut the heater off in a minute so it's quiet, but it's going to get real cold real fast. If I said to you, pick one event of your life that hurts you, that holds you back, or, and even as we were talking about before, healing, physical healing, when you hear about things like Reiki and stuff, that's biophotonic energy. We all project an electromagnetic field of energy, right? So if you were sitting in front of me right now and you were like, Jay, my elbow hurts. My elbow really hurts. Can you help me? Here's exactly what I would do. I would put one hand on your elbow, and then I would put one hand on your spine, right about by your shoulder blades, because that's where the nerves for your elbow go up and connect into your spine. And they actually even go up into the neck. And what I would do is I would sit there holding you, rubbing your spine, massaging your elbow, projecting the intention that I am taking my own positive energy of healing. I am coding my photons of light. And as I am talking to you and holding you, I am projecting that energy of light into your body, from the source of pain to the connection of pain. And again, if you believe it, it helps and it works. So tonight, now, is all about going in. That's how you can, so I even do it. I sit here, I hold my neck, I rub my neck, and it is my spine. So I just sit there and I rub it and I project good energy. It's healing. I'm projecting healing energy. I'm taking care of my body, right? We do these things. So tonight, you've got something, you've got a memory. That's what I want you to do tonight, a memory. Take a memory, any memory. What he did, what she did, what mom did, what your teacher did, what your parent did, what your preacher did, even what you did. It doesn't matter. Take the worst experience of your life. Take that. Let's bring that right now while I'm talking. Think about that. Start, as I said earlier, conscious time travel, right? We consciously time travel to that moment and bring that emotional state into the present moment. So right now, as you're doing that, here we go. Excuse me. Do me a favor, please. Let's get nice and close. Come closer. Let's get real close. So do me a favor, please. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't worry about your breathing tonight. This has nothing to do with your breathing, although we will at some point focus on our breathing. I will bring your attention to the breath. But right now, just sit with me. We've closed our eyes. We've disconnected the camera. We can still hear everything in the surrounding room. We can hear the energy and frequencies of the room. We are in tune, instantly in tune with our entire body. You are in the safest space you have, my friend. In here, nobody can ever hurt you in here. This is you. This is the person that's beyond the identity, beyond trying to impress people. This in here, even beyond your voice, that stillness that resides deep inside you, is who you are. So this is your truest, most safest, sacred space. And if you sit here with me for a moment, just as I said before, you can be aware of your entire body without moving or touching. If I said sense the top of your head, you can absolutely, without even putting your finger on it, feel the top of your head. If I said touch and feel your right knee without even touching it, you can feel the shape, the bone, the skin. And if I said scan and sense your entire body from head to toe, all of a sudden you can realize you are aware of every curve, every nook, every cranny, every crevice, every freckle of your body. You can feel every single part of you at once because you are this entire energetic being inhabiting this vessel. And as we sit here and talk, we are relaxing ourselves. I'm taking you away from today. I'm distracting you. And as we're doing that, let's think about that. Our names, our identity, every single thing we identify with in life has either been given to us by somebody or placed in front of us as a choice. And we have taken objects, moments, events, experiences, and we have held on to them inside deeply, and we have let them identify and form the being, the reflection we believe we see in the mirror. And we are none of those. We are this sightless, soundless, beautiful stillness deep inside. Every single one of us is this energy of awareness and nothing else. No light, no language, no words, no color, no country, no shape, no face. Just an energy of awareness. And right now, as we are inside the sacred vessel, I ask you, what is that moment? I see mine. I can see the moment that I have always reflected on in my life, all the way back to when I'm 4.5 years old. But as I mentioned, don't see it from the eyes of that moment. Don't see it from that experience. And right now, sitting with me, the only thing I ask that you don't do is open your eyes. If you have to scratch, fidget, wiggle your butt, all of that is okay. Just please don't engage the light. Stay inside right now. Keep your eyes closed. See that event. See every single person, including yourself, all standing there, having that experience. But this time, you are not attached to it. You are not emotionally attached to it. You are only observing it. And we are observing it from a place of sympathy and compassion rather than harshness, cruelty, fear, and hatred. So look at this event right now happening in front of you. You see yourself, you see the other person, and you see the experience, the action happening. And just as I said, it does not identify you. We are the observer. So are they. The person who has caused the deepest pain to you was lost, broken, trying to find their way. And you were in their path at their worst moment. Just as you have hurt others, this was an experience that happened in front of you. You experienced it, but in here, it's still this sacred being, this beautiful stillness. So as we reflect on that and re-observe that, we realize it did not happen to us. We only experienced it. It happened to the vessel. It happened to the ego. It happened to the false identity. It did not happen to my awareness. It did not happen to my light. And I can let go what I have done, and I can let go what has been done to me, because I realize just as I have been lost and broken and trying to find my way, so was this other person. Maybe even worse than I was. Maybe they were so lost and broken, they were completely gone. They could never find their way. Maybe they should have found a way to connect with somebody like we are right now, and they've never had that opportunity. So embrace sympathy and compassion, love and kindness for yourself and for them, because we are only learning lessons. These are all lessons. They do not identify us. They only enable us to know how to walk life before us and to help others when they are down or in pain. At this point, I ask you into the center of your chest, as you are seeing this and reflecting on my words and evaluating that and trying to come to terms with this truth, that you must embrace forgiveness for yourself and those who have hurt you, to let go of that fear and hate. It is the only way. I ask that you breathe deep into the center of your chest. However you are comfortable, through the nose, through the mouth, one deep breath into the center of the chest. Do not release that breath without resistance, without strain, without expectation. Rest into that breath and feel how you can exist and just be without effort, without judgment. just as the observer. Let that breath out. Feel that weight off your body as you exhale. Take a deep breath in again, reflecting on all that false pain, all that hatred that we have held onto. And as we want to embrace forgiveness, just let it out. Breathe in again, my friend. And realize that right now, visually, inside the mind's eye, it is peaceful. You are observing nothingness, tiny little specks of photons, the particles that make our illuminated reality. We have only disconnected the camera. We're sitting inside, deep inside, and you can reflect on any moment of your life, and re-observe it as the observer, not the experience. You are only the experiencer, not the event and action itself, my friend. Let go of that emotional attachment. We are all trying to find a way, and you and I have now found each other, a way to let go and connect and feel wherever you are and wherever I am, that right now we are connected as one. Our energy is projecting out so far. It is meeting up with each other out in the ether. It is holding each other with gratitude. And as we breathe in, you can feel the love I am sending you, just as I can feel the love you are sending me. And we are safe. And we are grounded. And we are home. And no one or nothing can hurt us here. Sit with me for 1 minute in silence. Just breathe in, relax your body, and stay here with me just for a moment, please. Bring your awareness to my voice, please. And we will take 3 breaths. Keeping your eyes closed. On the first breath, please breathe in and bring your spine, if you are sitting up, in the upright position. Keeping your eyes closed, please. And release the breath. Take another breath in. Gently turn your head to the left, to the right. Wiggle your toes. Feel your toes moving. Move your fingers. Bring your head back to center. Release the breath. 1 more breath in, my friends. And at your own pace, please slowly open your eyes. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to put the heater back on. It's freezing in here. So I don't have to share the event that I chose to revisit. But I'm actually glad I did. I don't know what has taken me so long to actually revisit that event. I can share it with you. It was when I was about 4.5 years old. It was my father physically beating my mother. And I have come to terms and forgiven my father for many things, throughout life. But this one experience has always stayed with me, and it's because of the way he spoke during the experience, the things that he had said to my mother and myself that I've always held on to. I appreciate that. Thank you. So that was the moment I traveled back to, and it's interesting because I know as a child that all of the intuitive guidance and healing and connection that I was always receiving is me at this point, connecting with that child and reflecting on that child with love and hope and saying, don't worry, you're going to have a beautiful life, a beautiful family, everything is going to be absolutely fine. So when you reflect back on yourself and when you reflect back on your own childhood, do it with love, do it with gratitude, do it with kindness, do it with comfort. Be there for that child, reflect on that child. Think about if that child was standing in front of you, how you would talk to that child, how you would react and respond to that child, because believe it or not, that child is feeling it. Just as right now, inside of you, beyond the noise and information, beyond the hurt and pain, there is a knowing. It's the best word I can use, a knowing, a silent, intuitive guidance that is letting you know what to change in your life, who to associate with, who to move away from, what to listen to, and how to be. And it's time, my friends. It's time we all surrender. We hear that word all the time, surrender. And the truth is, what every single person, even Jesus, was trying to get you to do was surrender within. Not through him, not in through Jesus, but into yourself. Because the way to the divine, the way to the source, the way to the truth is within, not through any other person in the exterior world. Because you and me are that one awareness experiencing this reality as a physical being. My friends, I absolutely love you. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Remember, Sunday, 11 a.m. on Instagram, same name as this page. And every Monday and Thursday night, I'm live here on TikTok at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. And we get together and talk about your life, whatever you're comfortable sharing, whatever you want to write. I will channel, I will connect, and we will talk about it and dig in real deep. And if there is some special event, if there is something that you would like me to have as an event, let me know. I love doing this. Other than that, I hope to see you on Instagram. And this video itself will be available on my YouTube channel in the morning. And you can find all of that stuff by the link on my TikTok profile. You can even read my book for free. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. This is my book. Don't know if you noticed, I wrote a book. This is 55 questions channeled out to the source. Life's most often asked questions, and the answers will absolutely change your life. You don't have to buy the book. If you go to that Linktree link and you click on it, you'll see my website, One Within One, or you'll see it says the Book of New Light. Click on that and scroll to the bottom of the page. The top is where you can buy the book. Scroll to the bottom. I uploaded to Google Drive a PDF of the book. I don't want your email address. I don't want your money. You literally click it. The book will open up right away, and there it is for you. Read it. I dare you. I dare you to read any 5 pages. Any 5 pages, and you will absolutely find yourself stopping and starting over. And then most likely, like most people, you will sit there and read it in one shot because it's a conversation. All right, my friends, have a beautiful evening. Namaste, many blessings. Stay safe. And remember, home is deep within inside of you. Start listening to it. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care.